on. It's afternoon, high noon. It's 12:01. That's p.m. Wednesday, September the 28th, 2022, downtown Corpus Christi at RAD Red Octopus Studio. Got the CEO and the CFO, Felicia Gomez Simpson, here with me today. Her Sam is making sure everything is kind of quiet with Michael Romani. There's no special guest today. It's okay. I'm just going to jump right into this right now and want you to know there was a Texas lesbian brothel that got raided in Dallas.
A what?
A Texas lesbian brothel.
A lesbian brothel.
Yeah.
I didn't know this existed.
Yeah, well, they had it. It's there. It was in the Plano area. It's in out of Plano, it's on Los Palomas Lane. They had the neighbors were very suspicious of what was going on.
The in and out activity.
The in and out activity. First, some people thought it was drugs, but it wasn't drugs. And it's dealing with a lot of sex trafficking going on right now.
So a brothel is like a whorehouse.
Yeah, it is. It's like what they call that little
The
best little whorehouse there. Yeah, the chicken ranch
Garden.
in LaGrange and everything. But this was here in Plano.
Dang, I can't
Plano,
believe
Texas.
it.
Yeah, but it was a lesbian one though.
I know.
Man, they were just eating up everything, huh? They were just eating everything, just thinking they, people wanted to know if you want some scooter pickle or something. I don't know what they call
They
it,
call
man.
it what, carpet munching?
Yeah, they carpet munching, whatever they talk about, they was doing it right there.
Well.
And that was a good how long they had this investigation. If they sent it uncovered, I don't know, but that's just what happened. I just had to break that out.
They probably
Man.
used it undercover. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. We're gonna see
can you
what's really going on.
imagine? Oh my
I wonder if they had any volunteers from the female police department to interact in that. I'm just, I don't know, but it's all good. Check it out. You don't have to believe me.
The one in the back. I'll do that assignment.
Yes, yeah. Come on. I'll become that stud. They want to be that stud. You know what I'm saying? Man.
Oh,
So how you been doing? Everything been all right?
Yeah.
Saw you last night at the exchange with, Tina La Cucina Productions and host Miguel Portfolio. They had some really good people up there. Shaky Jake did a good thing, Blake Trevino. It was really, really good entertainment, that people have. And it was a full packed house. And,
It was.
and y'all was recording. You and Sam was there just doing your thing, If I missed somebody else, I do apologize. You can talk to me about it a little bit later. It'd be okay.
Yeah,
But it
it's
was a
just
great
good.
thing, yeah. And it was a good vibe, good feeling, and people had a good time last night, And afterwards, people, I meant to see y'all, but I went outside and just chilled outside.
I
for a
was
minute.
ready to go.
I know.
So, yesterday,
Let's wrap it up.
at lunch, I had some sake. So that jump started my mood. And
Yeah.
then I got all our work done, and I had to get an article, in.
Mm-hmm.
And so I write better when I drink.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Well, that was good
So,
then.
and then I went home and was cooking dinner, drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And so I almost forgot about the gig.
Oh,
It came up on Facebook when I was chilling. I was like, oh my God, get your shoes on sale. We're going to be late. Ah. We forgot our work keys at home. We get there and she's like, oh, you got 30 minutes. We haul ass here. And he's banging on all the doors to get the cleaning lady to open up to let us into the studio so we can grab all our cameras
Right.
and stuff.
Yeah.
And it happens.
Yeah.
And then I get my parking spot in the front. And so I had 2 more drinks there and some fried bacon, some double fried bacon.
Okay.
It's the fried
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It was so
It
good.
was good, yeah.
And then with the laughing and my cheeks and
Yeah.
my camera was heavy.
I
I was ready to go. So I just bounced out.
Lito Cortez was the headliner last night. So it was a really good show. People had a good
He's
time. It was
funny.
enjoyable. Oh, yeah.
He's
And very
funny.
clean. He has a clean act.
He's he's family friendly.
Yeah. So that's really good.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with clean comedy. I like clean comedy. I could do clean comedy. Just let me know you want clean comedy. Don't tell me later. I can tell if we got little kids in there, and I'll react to them because I'll
The
do
exchange
pop-off
is
control.
strictly no one under 21 after 9 o'clock.
Yeah, understand.
So after that, you get dirty.
Yeah, it's gonna. I call it more like adulting.
Yeah.
We have adulting comedy in here. Now, it's another thing that came up to mind. There in Atlanta, it's a game that's called Drug Rich. They go around and do home invasions on celebrities. And it's been going on for a while in Atlanta. They've knocked off Mariah Carey. What's that Margot Hampton from Housewives, and anybody that's a
Man,
celebrity
don't these
there.
celebrities have like really good like security systems and stuff?
Well, it doesn't
But
bother
the
them.
IT guys are like hacking into the system.
Well, they can go in there, but these guys, they kick it indoors. They have shot one person recently.
Like with
and-
people in there.
Yeah. I mean, they just go at a particular time.
Are they the ones using social media to see when people are out?
Yeah, and sometimes that's because when they raided Mariah Carey's house, she was out doing a tour or what have you, and they came and kicked in her place. A lot of times, if you're in the way when they're coming, and it's multiple of them. There's a lot of these guys.
And they're recording it.
They put it out there on social media to let you know what's going on. So if you're a celebrity, sort of, kind of, but not really. They still doing what they want to do. But
So
they
it's
got
like
guys in custody, and they looking up for 20 years to life and
It's a
fines
form
and
of
all this
terrorism,
stuff.
kind of?
But once you start killing people, that brings in a whole different scenario.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's
Hurting
crazy.
people
Wow.
in general.
Ooh, so don't try to move out there. It's just like here this
Don't be
past
famous
Sunday.
enough.
The 4300 block in McArdle, if these three women, they're caught on tape breaking into this church and ripping off $6,000 worth of jewelry.
In a church?
Yeah.
How does the church have that much
I
jewelry?
don't know, but that's what was accounted for. The person, I guess, lives next door to the church or is the overseer of it. He noticed the door that was unlocked, came, and they found the three women, walking away with the personal property of the church, man. So if you're on camera, you're going to get caught on tape unless you know how to cut it out. But
we're
man,
still from a church, one.
Yeah.
And two, how do they have that much jewelry?
yeah, and how did they know they had that much jewelry in there from the
That's what I'm
church?
saying. Unless the church was like, I'm confiscating us jewelry.
Yeah,
lady.
unless they go in there to
And
get
these
some
ladies are
holy
like,
water
no,
or
I'm gonna
something.
come get my shit.
That's crazy. Wow. Now, you heard of Sandy's Diner? You ever go to Sandy's Diner?
Yeah,
Right
they
there,
moved,
Errors,
right?
and they moved to the old Hamlin Pharmacy that was there, and they was open up, and it was so good. It had so many people in there. They actually ran out of food 4 hours after they had opened up because people was coming there and getting out. They was trying to see they're gonna open up today and keep it stocked. But that was a good opening for them.
Yeah,
They ran out of
good,
food, anything
good.
that they had, so that was good for Sandy's Diner. It's bothered me. Well, that's okay. We good. So, and they have some good food in there,
Yeah,
but it
they
just tripped me out.
They do. We've gone there a couple of times.
Huge cinnamon buns.
Huge
Cinnamon-
cinnamon buns.
That sounds good. Nice with the icing on them and everything.
they're
And just
huge.
go in and be nice and hot and gooey and sticky. You gotta have a little wet rag because the napkin is not gonna do anything but stick to your fingers.
Cut them in half and fry them a little bit.
Now, check this out.
What's up?
After 83 years of this woman going through celibacy, 83 years, she married this man of 90 years of age with 10 children, and this was in Africa. She's a Uganda woman, but she had 83 years of celibacy. I don't know if it's true. I wasn't with her.
So how old is she?
She,
Like 100? Because like
she-
in her 20s, she had to decide this, right?
Yeah,
She's already 80 something.
but I'm just
Like, was
saying,
she just born
83
to
years,
celibacy?
whenever that started, how old she is, just said 83 years of celibacy.
crazy.
She married a man that's 90, and he has 10 children, and over 40 great-grandchildren, grandchildren, so she just married right into everything.
She just didn't. She can't have no babies, so I guess
Yeah,
she's a ready-made family.
yeah,
It's
I
like,
guess
fuck
it's
it,
really
my
cool.
life is late.
She finally, she had the guy that hit the G spot, I guess, so,
At 90.
yeah. Yeah, 83 years of celibacy, man. That tripped me out. I thought I was doing
That her
good.
heart's
I thought I was
work.
doing good with 2 weeks, Now, on another note, it was a white comedian that got booted off the Carnival Cruise Line because he used the N-word several times and to his audience, his guests, and he told them they didn't like it, they could leave his show. Now, they didn't really, they had didn't have the video, they had the audio, but they said that he muttered like, the N-word or what have you, and he said he's going to keep using it. So for those who want to go on a cruise, Carnival Cruise Line, they don't mind you using the N-word, I guess, so you can go in there and use it all you
So
want.
he wasn't fired?
Well, they did say they did fire him because the TikTok video that went viral because you're not supposed to be filming certain performances while they're on stage. You know what I'm saying? But when that leaked out and everything, it just hit the fan, so they had to let him go.
Yeah.
But you're not supposed to be recording anything according to what's going on, I guess, into the agreement that they had. But that's crazy wild, huh? It just things that us have. Just putting it out there. I'm just making a statement. I ain't trying to
Technically,
bash
you're not
nobody.
supposed to record while they're doing their bit piece
Right.
of the show. Well,
Right.
that was like not part of the show, probably.
Yeah,
so
well,
to record that doesn't make.
I guess you have to hear the whole thing just to
Yeah,
see what it
it's
was.
not part
But
of the
even
show,
though,
so.
because when you're saying a white comedian, using the N word, because it's not too many, black comedians can anyway deface a white person. You're saying a white boy, or cracker.
Cat Williams says you have to have
Yeah.
some white friends.
Yeah, you gotta have a
have
couple
some
of.
Mexican
Yeah,
friends.
you gotta have a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Variety
They
to
don't
spice
say-
of
They
life.
don't say you need to have what like a honky friend.
Yeah, a honky friend, a
You
cracker,
know? Yeah,
something like that.
Because white people friends.
Because I noticed sometimes in the hood we would, instead of call white people white, we call them pink.
He should just know it. I mean, he's never gotten booed off stage, that comic before.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you would think, like, before they hired him, they looked at his bit and was like, that might be offensive. Why don't we just cut that part
Yeah.
out?
But hey, it is what it has to come, and he just so haven't got caught up into it.
Well, he's fired.
Yeah. So it's crazy. Wild how things are going around these days, and even today things are getting a lot crazier with racism, so to speak, a little bit. I don't know what's really going on, but I try not to deal with it. I just
There
stay
should
to
really
my
be
close
no
friends.
racism because people are doing all that ancestry stuff and finding out where their bloodlines come from, and people are
Yeah.
Lebanese and they thought they were white this whole time. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
there's no racism anymore. We all got a little piece of something in us.
Well, just like myself, I figure that, I always been like a Samsung type of phone guy. And, by me, and then I'm going to put it out there, I learned something. Samsung is a South Korean thing. It's not Japanese. And so I said, oh, wow. So I like Samsung. I got to upgrade my phone and Android PC. You need an iPhone, but I don't know. I
Sam
guess.
has an iPhone. Remember, I had an
Yeah.
iPhone, and I was so kind to give it to my teenage son, and I went down to like a little.
Because now they have that one. Who has the one that has the flip phone? They had a new flip. Because remember, don't put out the flip phone now. They brought the flip phone back into it.
Because it's vintage, so that's kind of cool now.
So I
Yeah,
guess,
look,
hey, to each his own. You have a lot of trendy things that go on from whether you're Generation Z, X, Y, millennial, boomer, off boomer, everything it is what you want to do, Some people like that man bun. Now people don't like the man bun. Some people are going to still wear it.
Some people like the dad bod. Some people
You
don't
don't
like
like?
the dad bod.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Disgraces the samurai.
The
Huh?
man bun.
The man bun disgraces the samurai.
I can see that point. Because those are awesome warriors. You know what I mean? And some of the one that was in a yakuza.
I like a good man bun.
Yeah, really?
My little man. G-Baby. Garrison
So
Baby does it.
it's crazy how things are coming into this world. Now, for our local stuff,
Yeah.
Tesla is deciding to come. They rezoned this land for them so they can bring in to build the electric company car. They're going to make here where it's going to be close to Robstown and dealing with their little zoning area and stuff like that. So I hope that works out for both sides. It's going to bring in jobs, of course, which is not bad at all. People need to work and need
Or
to build an
robots
economy.
to do the jobs.
So, I'm curious to see what's really going to happen. And I don't know how long the electric car been in existence right now, actually been on the road, but it's so many hybrid cars that are out there, but a full electric one. You know anybody has a full electric car? That's totally electric.
Doesn't Chris? His Tesla.
Okay, the Tesla's are fully electric. So people that got that, so they got that
He does have
all hooked up at their house, and they got electric plug-in station. I know they got it at Las Palmas Mall.
Your friend that came in here bought his wife a Tesla.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd like to talk to somebody to see how it's really working out for them, and how long do you drive? How many
My
miles do
dad's
you get?
Truck that's half is being built as of November. The one he was
Yeah,
talking
talking about, right.
that he wanted that was electric, and it goes electric, and then when I guess electric, a little bit of gas goes in or like that.
One
So
thing that people don't realize about Tesla is they think it's all about the electric cars. They actually are more heavy into robotics and artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
So their
Okay.
artificial intelligence is what drives their cars.
Right,
Their
right.
self-driving cars.
that's why
Now
he
when
said
they
were
was when they
bringing
first
jobs
when they
back.
had the first self-drive car that they tried out for Uber that was with Tesla, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, anyway, a lot of those things are happening, but they had, can you imagine just getting the back seat and they already know where you're going. They take you, hey, you missed my turn. And they keep going, There's a lot of things I guess can be worked out.
I'll lock
good
the
and
doors.
bad.
You're like,
yeah.
ah!
Oh, you can't get out, you're
It
trying to get out
just
the
ruins
rest. Yeah, they be kind of scary, man, a little bit.
scary.
It really will.
If
really
it
will.
malfunctions.
Yeah, if it
you could
malfunction,
die.
something.
Then you could sue, your family could sue Tesla and you'd be set. So.
And they're trying to push out a legit service robot like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
You can buy and take home with you to do chores.
That's why I told you just a minute ago when you were like, and it could bring jobs. And I was like, or bring robots.
Robots
to
and
do
and it's headed that way.
'Cause they
It's
have a
headed
lot
that
of
way. Technology
advances.
over there in Japan, they really have a lot of people who have that money. They can afford to do things like that or have these devices to help you do certain things.
Yep.
Can't be mad at them if you got it. But if it start choking your ass, that robot start choking, what you gonna do? They got a firm grip. We can stop choking me. They don't.
Dude, people are going to get crazy and start burying robots.
Oh, that could, yeah, well.
Cherry 2000.
You never know. You never know. Now, on the other note here for weather, Hurricane Ian is acting up there in parts of Florida. The winds have got up over 150 miles an hour, and right now we might get waves Wednesday from today through Sunday up to 12 feet high. Coastal flooding. So you're thinking about going out to the island, make sure you park on the Essex roads and walk to the beach or get you a boogie board or what have you. And just be careful when you go out there. Personally, me, when it's like that, I'm not going out there. And my car doesn't turn into a canoe. It's not a James Bond movie.
Dude, speaking of which, there is a Jeep that can literally go on water. I saw it on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah, it has like little floating, like boating device. I don't know, it's freaking weird.
Well, I saw where there's one guy, he was going down these steps into the water and had these flotation tires.
Yeah,
and he got
I think
on,
that's what it is.
And he kept going,
In the 50s, they actually had a production car boat.
Yeah.
That you could drive as a boat
Yeah.
and then onto the shore.
Yeah.
Well, I figured, in the James Bond movies, they had so many gadgets that they can put things together. Just like what's that jetpack that some people can use now to go around, but you really have to know what you're doing. Basically these operations, because if you crash, you're crashing hard. It's not going to be like you're going to be that coyote man from Road Runner going on. It's not going to be any of that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to crash hard, man. It's just like I used to always want to go up in a hot air balloon. But then I changed my mind, because I've seen too many of them crash or what have you, get hung in a tree.
You scared yourself, Mr. Wendell.
Yeah, well, it was just like, I am a dinosaur, okay? I'm in that dinosaur age area, but I'm more of a pterodactyl, where that way I can fly away and get in the wind. I'm not just your big, lonesome dinosaur walking around. I'm flying. So, I'm pretty see. I got some wings just when I'm dreaming. That's all, Crazy, wow, So what you have going on with this week coming up? Well, this weekend here, this Friday, is the last day of September.
I have quite a bit going on. So we have a cancer event that I'm donating my photography services for the event. It's a walk run here downtown. And it's Saturday, and so we have a cool little meeting tonight.
Cool.
And I'm getting kind of into that. It's the Mystic Breast Cancer group. Stephanie was a friend of mine that passed away last year. And then a new group is coming in that knew of her story but didn't know her, and it's kind of cool because I get to bridge that gap.
Cool.
And so we're participating in that. So if you haven't signed up, people sign up because it's for a good cause.
And this is happening when?
Saturday.
Where?
At 8 o'clock in the morning.
8 o'clock where?
Yeah, here downtown.
Downtown.
Yes.
Okay.
Follow my pages. I have the link with like the actual address of the church and all that. But,
right. Cool.
So that's like a good thing that we're doing. Like just be down for the cause. And then what else do we have going on? Trip Tonight is playing tomorrow at House of Rock.
Okay.
Opening up for another band.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What time's supposed to start tomorrow?
They start at 7.
At 7? Oh, wow. I
And
got to
there's a
come
flyer
check them out
out.
early.
You can check tonight's page and
Yeah.
Rad Octopus, and then my personal.
Cool.
And their Instagram and TikTok and Twitter.
Well, you know, comedy scene is really going good. A lot of people doing really great things here in the Coastal Bend. You know, and okay,
Blake Trevino has an event that's Saturday night.
right.
It's a benefit event. We've gotten half of the go-to, half of the not go-to, so it's still like a comedy show at Cruisers in the Petronelia area. If you get your tickets early, it's $10. If you get them at the door, it's $15.
Cool.
All the proceeds are going towards hopefully the Ritz Theater and revamping, and the grant that's going to double the proceeds. So that's kind of the direction that Blake Trevino was going when he spoke with Mark, which Mark is donating the venue and stuff.
Cool.
And so he has all these other comedians, a couple I know, a couple I didn't know. But yeah, and that doors open at 7. Show goes on at 8. The actual itinerary is already up of who's going on at what times.
Right.
So they can get all that at Blakey the comic, Facebook, Instagram, and then Rad Octopus and Tina Lucagino.
Yeah, there you go. It's always a great shout out. A lot of people doing great things and moving around. The networking is really good, even though it's kind of small here in Corpus, but we have really feisty young comedians that want to do things. This is Tina Lucagino, Brandon Dolly, Blake, you know, Roland Spamalot. Me, I'm just a little voice in everything that's going on. And so tomorrow night I'll be hosting here downtown Mesquite Street. So those comedians come on out. Let's light it up. Let's make these people laugh. People be on and about. There's no cover charge.
I actually wrote an article about the comedy scene for the Crossroads newspaper that I turned in yesterday.
Right.
And I emphasized a lot about the local community and the way we need to start getting comedy out there, you know, more, and where to find some shows. I spoke of Tina, Blake, and you, and a couple other I kind of threw in there in venues and stuff.
Right.
So make sure when it comes out in a couple weeks that y'all can get
there we go. There you go. Well, I'm going to end it on that note then. Thank you once again, Felicia, Sam. And I want you to know if you ever see me out and about, just stop and say hello. If you want to be on my podcast, just hit DM me. We all good. I see you when I'm looking at you. My name is Mr. Wendell. Toodaloo.